Mini garlic parmesan bite, skillet casserole. This idea came about from my attempt to make something delicious with what we had on hand. It was also a combination of our love for Wingstop's, garlic parmesans, boneless wings. First thing, I started my sauce, which is almost guaranteed to have diced onions and minced garlic. Do your sauce however you prefer. I like to caramelize my onions a bit before I add the sauce to it. More flavors release the longer you let your sauce cook. So while my sauce was cooking, I breaded my chicken. If you haven't added parmesan to your flour and breadcrumbs for breading, you should give it a try. It's delicious. It takes a lot of self-control to not eat all this chicken before adding it to something else. I cut my chicken into bite-sized pieces. So the usual for this breading: first flour, shaking off excess, then egg coating well, then firmly pushing into the breadcrumbs to fully coat the chicken. I fried these in oil in small batches for when you want them to cook even and barely. For two, I didn't have much all left this time. These air fryer and oven bake just as good. Make sure your chicken gets to 165 if you have a thermometer. If you don't, check one of your bigger pieces and make sure it's white all the way through. You don't want any pink left. It usually works best to fry around 350 or on a medium heat. Everyone's stove is different. If your breading is getting dark too fast, lower the temperature so you can make sure your chicken cooks all the way on the inside. So this next step is really an unnecessary extra thing I decided to do when I was asked to make some of them garlic parmesan like Wingstop. So to make things even more unhealthy, you melt butter and coat the chicken pieces in it. These were copycat instructions I found online. I also got the garlic and parmesan to stick pretty well without the butter. And if you're also looking for a healthier option, you can air fry these instead and skip the butter and just do it right out of the air fryer. In between batches, I started my pasta. This is the kind I used, campanella. I took about 4 minutes off the cooking time for the pasta because they're going to get cooked longer with the sauce in the skillet. To a skillet, add your pasta, cover well with sauce. Then spread out the chicken parmesan bites. Then I added some freshly shredded parmesan and freshly shredded mozzarella. Also didn't want any dry hard noodles, so I added sauce in some of the drier looking areas. I add some dried parsley for the color. Then make sure the sauce starts to simmer on a medium to medium low heat. Now all you have to do is cover it with a lid until the cheese is melted. It took around 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it in case your sauce might stick or evaporate too much. We like to do this with garlic bread or as salad. Everyone loved this except for one, and she loves the chicken and pasta plain, so it worked out. I like my chicken to stay crispy, so I kept some on the side and just dipped it in the sauce as well. Added another round of Parmesan cheese. The chicken cut easily with a fork as well. And this kind of noodle is really fun and holds a decent amount of sauce inside. Thanks for watching. I love coming up with new recipes. Join me as I share them with you all and subscribe to my channel, you guys.